that, as we say amongst attorneys, the alert Attorney General who is here will be able to back me up when I say this, but to ensure that justice is not only done, but that justice is also seen to be done. And so I rise, as I say, to give this bill my full support and to commend it for not only the inclusion of the additional areas, but also for its compliance with the fiscal management codified in the Public Finance Management Act. May it please you, Mr. President.
Mr. President, well, I will take the cue in terms of closing the debate. I see no further lights on here, just commenting on some of the feedback received. I think the discussion has actually been very healthy, and I actually like the tone of the discussion on both sides. So, Mr. President, notwithstanding the one or two barbs that were felt, as I said, the tone, I think, was a positive one. And what I would like to reflect on in closing are the terms, well, certainly it's the fundamental need for the numbers to be crunched. It is that activity and the involvement of the Ministry of Finance at this stage in the discussions that I think will provide us with the quantifiable specifics that are needed for us to make informed decisions as to what is fair, what is affordable, and what is sustainable. And that forms the essence, Mr. President, of the MOU that was signed earlier in the year. And I think I heard, again, I believe that resonates with the member on the other side representing Labour in terms of, again, the fairness and the affordability. And the fact that on Friday, the discussion will continue, the negotiation will continue, and what I heard from the member on the other side is that he hopes that the spirit of the earlier discussions will be what drives the discussion forward. And I think it is that spirit that has gotten us through many difficult times over the past 5 years. And it is a credit to all of those involved, whether it's government side, whether it's on Labour's side, in terms of always reaching a conclusion that is in the best interest of all parties. And I think it is that principle that once again needs to drive us forward. And the comment that I really want to grab hold of is his desire not to sink the state. We can't go there. So through you, Mr. President. So I see and I sense a language that is seeking resolution and is seeking what is in the best interest of all parties. And I think that that is a very appropriate note for us to close this discussion. It will open up again as we go down the order paper, but I think the scene has been set for, I think, a constructive dialogue between parties. Just reflecting on the comments from Senator Roberts, just to answer your question regarding the sources of the grant funding. It is detailed in the appendix, but it's more than just the National Transformation Fund. There's the Food and Agriculture Organization, FAO, the UNEP, GIZ, UNICEF, the Government of Canada, Government of Turkey, Government of Venezuela, and St. George's University, that all make up the grant funding that supports the supplemental. So on that note, Mr. President, what is before us is a motion that is bringing additional revenues into the system, or funding, sorry, that will be used to touch the lives of the people of Grenada, Carriacou, and Petite Martinique. And it's for those reasons, Mr. President, that I commend this motion to the House.
Thank you, Senator Steele. Honourable members, the question is the motion standing in the name of the government of the Leader of Government's Business, which reads, whereas it was necessary to provide for the services of the State of Grenada for the year 2018 by means of a Supplementary Appropriation Act, be it resolved that the Supplementary Appropriation Number 1 Act of 2018 for the period July 1st to December the 31st be approved. All those who have that opinion say aye. To the contrary opinion say nay. I think the ayes have it. The ayes do have it.